Alexander. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for regular uploads and your chance to be included in shoutouts for future videos. Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be making citrus and patchouli cedarwood type fragrance. I actually mix them, so I'm not quite sure what to call it, but I'm actually calling it citrus patchouli because I'm using a combination of natural fragrance oils, and this one is lemon lime natural fragrance oil, and this one is called reflecting natural fragrance oil, and these are from Aussie Candle Supplies, and the reflecting one's just quite a woody type smell. So if you like patchouli and cedarwood, particularly patchouli, then this one you will definitely like. And I actually mix it with lemon lime natural fragrance oil. So I do 3% reflecting and 2% lemon lime, which is what you see in here. And the natural vitamin E is also mixed in there, as I do. And it's just such a really nice combination. And the reason why I really like using the lemon lime, because it does really hold and stick in the finished product after the bars are cure, much better than lemon and lime essential oil would. As you know, they are really difficult to work with. So that's why sometimes using like a natural fragrance oil is a really good alternative, because they generally have much higher flush points and they're not as delicate as essential oils. And I thought I might just point out also some essential oils, they're called blended natural. So what that means, which I haven't actually used yet, but I'm really keen to try, because they do have, lemon, lime, and, grapefruit blended natural essential oils. So they're mainly essential oils, but they are added with other natural additives, plant-based additives, of course. And that helps kind of fix it down a little bit more. And I know Sydney Essential Oil Co. in Melbourne, well, they used to be in Sydney, but they moved to Melbourne, but they kept the name. They do have quite a few different variations of blended origins. And so I think I might give the grapefruit and the bergamot a try to see if they do stick better in the, after the bars have cured. So I will definitely keep you updated. I'll do a video on that as well whenever I happen to get my hands on them. And I'm sure you can find a supplier, like depending where you are, like in the States or, in India or in Europe, where you could find probably blended natural. Usually commercial or premium commercial essential oils, they are mixed with a different variety of, origins, like, lavender. Instead of just it being French, they might mix it with, Bulgaria, a little bit of lavender, France, and maybe from Australia. And also they add other nature identical ingredients to them, so they are still partially synthetic. So whenever you see commercial or premium commercial, that more than likely your essential oil will have synthetic inputs in them. Yeah, so that's just the different, just quickly going over the different grades. So that's why for, this particular recipe, I am using the lemon lime natural fragrance oil, because I believe it does have a flash point of 64 degrees, plus the woody, the reflecting natural wood blend. I believe it's over 85 degrees Celsius. So mixing the two together, it'll raise the flash point. And, of course, my batter will not will not reach 64 anyway. It'll reach probably 50, 55 max. And I don't cover mine. I don't cover my slab or my soaps either. So I just let them aerate as much as possible. I just find with essential oils, I don't gel my soaps and I don't put the lid on it, because I found when I do, the smell isn't quite there in the finished product. With fragrance oils, you generally don't have that issue, because they generally have a really high flush point. Most I've seen are above 90 degrees Celsius. So that, putting the lid on, if your batter goes to 60, 65, 70, while it's gelling in the mold, it's definitely not going to flash off, but with essential oils, 100% it will flash off. And with essential oils, it's a dual kind of issue you can face. One is flash point, and two is how delicate the oil is. So it could actually have a high flash point like cedarwood, but it can still be a little on the delicate side if the temperature does go quite high in the mold of the soap batter. And especially, we've got to remember, it's not like candle making where you pour and it cools and that's it. There is a really big reaction going on over a 48 to 72 hour period. And those chemical reactions, they obviously generate a lot of heat, but they can actually destroy the essential oil scent profile and the aromatherapy profile as well. So that's why I kind of keep mine uncovered, because I found soaping at room temperature and keeping the batter as cool as possible increases your scent profile well after cure as well, plus fixing it off, as you know from my aromatherapy video, fixing it with an appropriate base like cedarwood atlas and using 3% glaze by weight to your oil ratio. That helps anchor your fragrance down. And the third most important thing is keeping the temperature all around as low as possible. And I know I mentioned that I've been using virgin olive oil and it does trace a little fast, but I have had some luck with it. In the last few batches I've done, I've been soaping at like really, really room temperature. Usually I soap at 35°C, but I've been trying to soap at 28°C, C meaning Celsius. I found that it's still on the faster side, but it definitely does keep it within working range. So I am actually going to do a in the pot swirl, which I haven't done for a while, especially with virgin olive oil. So fingers crossed that it turns out okay. It might not. If I find that it's not turning out okay and it's tracing a little fast, I will actually just, on the spur of the moment, switch to in the pot swirl and just one color at a time in the slab swirl, I should say. And then I'll use my spatula and just create some sort of design in the slab. So the three colors I'm going with is beige Australian clay, green Australian clay with just a little bit of white Australian clay, just to lighten it just a little bit. And I want a black portion, so it'll be mainly white Australian clay and 10 grams of activated coconut charcoal. So those are the three colors I'll be going with today. This is a unisex blend, but I found in the past when making similar scents that they are fairly popular with men as well. So that's why these nice colors, like they are not too feminine, they're not feminine at all really. So I'm just trying to create like a nice unisex balm. And my coconut oil is just melting. So in the pot swirl, what I usually do, and you've probably seen a couple of my videos in the past where I've done in the pot swirl, I actually haven't done it for a while because I've been working with slabs and I got used to using the slab as the pot, so to speak. So what I usually do is in the main big pot, you color, which I'll be coloring beige, and then I'll mix the clay in. And when I do the black and the green portion, you use your spatula on the sides of the pot and you don't let it break through. You just kind of like you're doing layers, so to speak. So you do one side of the pot black around the edge and then the other edge. So I'll probably just show you probably easier, even though this is the olive oil. So let's just pretend that's the soap batter. So I was going to pour my black and green portion. So I'll get my spatula and I'm going to be pouring from here. So I will do the green on one side and then I'll do the black on the other side. And then when you go to pour, it combines all three as it's pouring and it just does this really, really nice swirl. You probably see I have a video. It's been a while since I did it. So it's probably about maybe 10 months ago. My tangerine and cedarwood bars. So if you go back in my soap makers playlist, you'll see I'll provide a little plug up over here, wherever it's going to be, or it could be there, because I usually change orientation. So yeah, you'll see, I'll just put a little plug up at the top, my tangerine and cedarwood. So this is actually really similar to how that bar is. It is a 5 kilo batch. I usually do 6 kilos in my slab, but I'm going to do a 5 kilo because I want to see how it will turn out when I cut them at 3 centimeters. So yeah, I will now step away. I'll put my glasses down, and yeah, I thought I'll just quickly go over essential oil grades, how to do in the pot swirl, which you will see me do anyway, or hopefully, as you know, hopefully it doesn't trace fast on me. So yeah, that's what's happening today. So see you at the end.